What's happening, guys? This is Skip here. First time live streaming, and found out my cell phone can do this. We will have to see if this actually works. I've got one more mod going on this thing right now, and quite frankly, here, hold on a second. I got a view coming in or a visitor coming in. Smartphones, I guess they do a bunch of stuff. Anyway, yeah, what I was thinking about was when I was cruising through the air and stuff, it had the whistles were kind of cool, and as long as power was applied. But as soon as you cut power, you lose that whistle, and then you're just relying on whatever wind noise that the plane itself makes. My thought is a little bit more realistically, these planes, sure, they cut down on power and stuff when they're coming into land, but you still hear that whine. So what I did was right there, I put a couple of whistles on this plane on the outside, one on each side, here, and we're gonna give that a try. I was hoping to do it today, but it just didn't get nice enough out. So we're probably gonna end up doing this along with a maiden that's going to be coming up very shortly. So you guys gonna have to hold tight for that. But yeah, there's going to be another maiden coming up, and that means there's another unboxing coming. But if you want to get another look at that, I put the whistle just like that on the other side, right about there. Not in the way of anything, but at least when you cut power, you should still be getting some of the whistle sound. It might make it sound a little bit more realistic. Nice part about this, guys, is I used that metal plug that I used to put the whistles in the first place, like on the other jet and stuff too. I just kind of turn them in, and you pull out a perfect plug. So if I don't like these things, I can just pull them out because they're not glued in or anything. They're pressure fit. They're not going anywhere. But they'll pull right out, and I can just put the plug right back in there with a little dab of glue, and you won't even notice the difference. Even the shine is still to it. It made such a nice, clean little cut in the plug. So anyway, we're gonna give these whistles a try, and I'm hoping it sounds kind of cool just coming in. Thanks for watching, guys. We will catch you later, and this has been Skip, signing out. How do I make this thing work? Oh, I already got thumbs up. 9 views. Nine watchers out there. Is that 9? Outstanding, guys. Let's see. I got Larry Mayfeld Jr., Eric Rogers. Hey, what's up, Eric? Dave's RC. I got Dave out there. Holy mackerel. So this thing works. Don't go. Dave says don't go. Don't go where, Dave? This is kind of neat. I wonder what that's all about. Can you guys see me okay? Is the camera just work one way, or do you get to see out of both sides? I don't know. CMAT FPV, Dave's RC, don't go. I'm trying to figure out what he means by don't go, don't go. Oh, at night? And Brad, hey Brad, how you doing out there? Brad says, yes, the press is here. Outstanding. That means we got some 3D parts to make. Dave's RC, it says it didn't see what you did. Oh, okay. Sorry about that, Dave. Yeah, my thought being was that this thing sounded pretty cool and looked pretty cool and stuff last time I had it out. And what I wanted to do was, when you cut power, you lose the whistling sound. You lose all the sound of all you hear is the whoosh, the sound of the plane going through the air. And to me, that's not real realistic. When you hear regular airliners or jets, military jets as well, cutting down on power, coming in for a landing, they don't just suddenly go silent. So, they still have a whoosh, the turbines would be winding down and stuff. So we put a whistle, an extra whistle on each side here, so you get to see that. Sorry, it's a little bit darker on that side, but yeah, put an extra whistle on each side, and hopefully, give a nice constant sound. Anybody else think that thing work? Think it'll work? Oh, I got the whistles. Hold on a second. Come on back here. How do I get that back? Anyway. Oh, here it is. The whistles. Hank Curry wants to know where I got the whistles. I got them in a 3-pack, believe it or not, on Amazon. Why pay like $10 or $15 for one Nerf ball? That has 3 or 4 whistles in it. On Amazon, they had the generic ones. They look about the same. They throw about the same, for Pete's sake. And they've got 3 whistles in each of them. You get 3 of them for $10. So I wish I had a link, but just cruise Amazon, look for those whistling footballs. Oh yeah, Eric. I wanted to get out so bad today. I mean, I actually literally have a battery charged. I'm sitting right here and everything. I've got a battery charged up. I had the camera all set. I even had my glasses sitting right so I couldn't forget them again. I did that one time and didn't say anything to anybody. I almost lost the plane, but I was so embarrassed I didn't want to say anything. So yeah, I make sure I always put my glasses right there too, because I just don't wear them around the house. I don't wear them when I drive anymore. I don't have to. My eyesight's getting better as I get older. My doctor's freaking out about that. Boy, I love this little plane, to tell you the truth. And you can hardly see those lights that I put under there. They're there, but you can see them. 2 tiny little mods. But man, were they bright in the night, huh? And these little guys here really did the trick. I've gotten so many comments about these lights and how bright they are. And Amazon sold out of them like right away, but at least they still have a link so you can get to the company and you can still order them. It just take about a month to get them. My thought is just wait that month and Amazon will get them right back in stock, and then you get them right back the same day. They had like same day ordering for Prime members, second or third day ordering for non-Prime. So that's what I would do. It shows I'm up to 14 viewers. I got 1 thumbs up. So I'm kind of trying to read this thing here too. I'll figure this thing out. You freeze your fingers off of it, fly it now. Wait a few more weeks. Okay. Yeah. Brad, you're right. I tell you what, it's a fun sport. It's a lot of fun, but man, when you're out there and you're freezing to death, it is not fun anymore. That's a fact. Totally right about that. Fireblade, what's up, buddy? How you doing, man? Fireblade is in the house. So what do you guys want? You want, should we do a guided tour? Who wants to see a guided tour? Oh, hey. Ed's got something out here. Ed Malabeg replaced his tires with the Dubro low bounce. It does wonders. And the whistle, I'm hoping it'll work outside. Quite frankly, I'm thinking that with the placement of the whistles, either with the going up or down the control surface, the way the wind is supposed to flow, either under and over. I'm sorry, I'm not showing this very well. Air is supposed to flow over the wings and under the wings. That should be a very prime spot, I would think, to get whistled on. So I'm hoping to hear like that extra whir as it's coming in for landing and taking off. I don't know. What do you guys think? If you guys think it'll work or not. So far, I've been the brake idea worked. The afterburners look pretty cool. These lights turned out to be pretty cool. I'm kind of hoping the whistles inside don't sound half bad either. And Dave says he wants to see the museum. Oh, the dogs? Who asked that about the dogs again? Let's see here. The babies I've got sleeping for a change. Hold on a second. Let's take a little walk. Oh, here they are. And someone has taken my bed. Say hi, kids. You're on Skip Built RC going live for the very first time. Yeah. We have Abigail right here. We've got the little black and white Maggie Moo. Say howdy, howdy, little cowgirl. And I've got my big boy here, old Mr. Tail. This is Willie. He's a ham bone. He doesn't mind. And since we're in this room, we might as well start here. Back tucked. Let's see if I can get more light in here. I can't really. I'm not really set up for this. Got the Raptor tucked up here. Yeah, we'll put the lights out for him. Got a boat there. I've got the mall right there. This is just temporary for the mall. And those boxes back there, that box is empty. The one below it, if you can see it in there, this box below it here is it's got probably got Dave's Dave's Mitchell B30 what anyway, the B-25 bomber Mitchell. I've got brand spanking new in the box there. I've thought about selling it, and then I've thought about, well, maybe I keep it and do a project with it. All right, kids, I'm gonna let you guys get some rest. Okay, say goodnight to our folks. Yeah, what? Say goodnight. Huh? You? Okay. They are really sweet dogs, trust me. But we're totally bugging them. Let's see what have I got in here. All right. Up here we've got the Blackjack boat. Okay, and let's see over here. We've got the F-117A Stealth. Right above it here, we've got the big B-24 Liberator bomber. Tucked down right behind it here, we've got the 1700 millimeter. Let's see if I get it that way. Step back here a little bit. Got the 1700 millimeter Corsair and a discontinued Hobby Zone 1100 millimeter Corsair. And then I've got my big 1700 millimeter P-47. And right above it, I love my Mustangs. Right above it, I've got the P-51 Mustang, the e-flite model, the new one. Okay, I'm trying to read some of these captions too here, guys, at the same time. So if I'm pulling pauses and stuff off, you know, I'm trying to read the lists and answer a few questions. Tim Hendricks says you can get a pack of 3 off brand footballs found on for about $10. Yeah, and each ball has 3 whistles. Exactly. Guys, I'm sorry about mispronouncing and misspelling. My eyesight's not the best sometimes. It's in what they are doing with this translucent picture that keeps fading in and out of my screen and shows names and conversations. I get to see it for about 3 seconds and it's gone. Man, I don't even know speed readers that can go that fast. Okay, so here we got the P-51, the great big 1700 millimeter. Sorry, I got lost in time there for a second. I like my Mustangs. And I've got the P-51 Freewing. It says Old Crow, but it's really an iron-assed Old Crow. It was an iron ass originally. Crashed badly a number of different times, re-put back together. And then when I did actually have it where it would fly, I figured, what the heck, why screw with it? I already had all the other new parts, so I replaced the fuselage and the wings. Everything else is still original on it. And it flies quite well. It's a Cadillac. I tell you, out of all the Mustangs and stuff I have flown, including the FMS 1400, I think it's a little bit sweeter than that one. Just in the suspension alone, the thing will land itself. Missing anything else in here besides the blackjack boat and that stuff? I think that's it. Just about 5 planes in here. You guys want to see any more? I'll kind of hurry through the rest. Let me see one yes. One person say yes, wants to see. I got all the lights on in the house. Yes, okay. Yeah, the P-51 crashed more than the stock market. Yeah, so tell me about it, right? Dave, you're good, man. You woke up with a really good sense of humor today, I'll tell you that. All right, we got the P-38, and I've had these things for about 3-4 years now. So guys, help me out if you have to. If I get a little bit stuck, I got the P-38 1600 millimeter from Motion RC, built by Flightline RC. Built for Motion RC by Flightline, built by Freewing. I think I said that right. Anyway, the old discontinued now. Crashed twice badly. Does not look that bad. I mean, even getting up on top of her, she still looks pretty darn good. Hard to tell that this thing has been totaled twice. I mean totaled. If you guys saw the accidents and 2 rolls of, or half a roll of pennies in the back didn't help anything at all. And we got our Tiger Cat down here. Oh, now I figured out something. How did I do that? All right, now I'm selfieing. There we go. Okay. Tiger Cat. See, there's no way to practice this unless you're doing it, guys. So this is like my first trial raw run. Got a Tiger Cat F7F. 1600 millimeter, although I swear it looks more like a 1700. I've not compared it next to a 1700 of FMS, but man, I love this bird. And it goes vertical. It's unbelievable. Flies like a Cadillac. Got the little F-35 FMS, 64 millimeter there. And everybody knows the Sabre. That's an 80 millimeter Sabre. I believe it's got a 1200 millimeter wingspan. There's the B-25 Mitchell bomber that I have identical to in a box, brand new in the box. And let's see, what else do we have in here? Okay, let's just go this way here, since we're up this way. We've got the version 1 of the 262 ME262 Messerschmitt. Ooh. Dark up there, but I'm trying to reach up high and get some kind of an angle of it. But yeah, unfortunately, like a month after 2 weeks after I bought this, the price went down, and then a month after that, they changed it all to the 12-blade system, and it lowered the price even more. I was so mad, but we're yet to get that one up in the air too. And let's see, here we've got this Hobby King store-bought kit. I think it was like $47. I threw all my own stuff in it. It does fly, but it really needed a lot of work on it. A little help, some extra stabilizers and stuff you can see I put on there. Like even in the rear stabs, I put fiberglass spars because those things were so flimsy, so flexible. So were the wings. Just the cheapest piece of crud I could ever see. It's only hanging there till I find something better to hang in its place. And we almost ordered the FMS 70 millimeter Goshawk to take its place. But we did order something different. And that should be maybe coming tomorrow or the next day. So let's take a look in the closet here, see if anything's changed since last time. Maybe one or two things. Okay, we've got the big FMS biplane. And we both discontinued the FMS biplane. The pits, and was it the Prometheus, I believe it was, the e-flite Prometheus, Carbon Z, that's been discontinued. Hiding along the side here, I know it's kind of dark, I'm trying to get a little light in there. There's a little tiny micro cub there. On this side we've got on this side here we've got a little Convergence. The big Convergence, the first one. Got it all decked out with FPV stuff. Then I've got my F-15 90 millimeter safely tucked away. Big discontinued now, it's unfortunate, carbon ZT-28 with a 21, I believe it's a 1950 or 1980 wingspan on that thing. Anyway, it's got to be mass-wise about the biggest plane that I've got, next to that P-47 by FMS. And then I've got a little Durafly Trojan 1100 down here. The thing really takes a licking. It's been slammed once or twice and didn't even break. So, good. Worst thing I got to do is just replace a prop on the thing. Let's see here. What else we got? We'll take it back through here. Oh, I know what I missed. Completely, totally missed. And they fly. This flies. We got the little micro timber. Yeah, little micro timber. Great little flying plane. I put a little FPV cam on a second battery cover with a battery that attaches right back up here. Works great for FPV. And back here we've got the vector system. I've got a fully automated vector system with FPV in the FPV Raptor 2000 millimeter. Well, it's supposedly a push glider, but it's been reinforced because it crashed so many times. And here, oh boy, I'm not going to be able to see in here. Right here, I've got a Discovery, TBS Discovery drone that I built from a crashed parts, bucket of parts. Put it together with an old Walkera control system and some Tiger motors and stuff like that on it. Made it all work together. It worked fine until I blew one of the ESCs. I've got to replace that. Down here we've got the first drone I ever built. This is the first baby I ever built right here. First anything I ever built that flew. All top of the notch T-motor, ESCs, motors, carbon fiber blades. I've even got a very 0.01 lux or something like that camera. You can see in the dark with it, but I've got infrared and ultraviolet beams up there to assist for nighttime viewing. It does have a NASA M version 2 GPS controller on it, so I can get all my on-screen displays and all that stuff information. Runs it on a 3300 3-cell battery. It's all carbon fiber. Yeah, again, I did this myself. I just kind of watched some of you guys on YouTube putting these things together, and I was able to figure it out. My friend calls it the flying brick. Well, you can pretty much run it into anything and it won't break. Let's see, over here, back here, we got the FPV, the new Viper goggles. Here's the controller I use for that one and for this one down here. Down here I've got the little Inductrix. Got a couple of cheaper ones down under here. I've got a Dromeda back there. I've got a little Hubson. And I think I've got one of those little tiny mini drones that they gave away free with the Dromeda. And this is a crashed, rebuilt QRS 350 Walkera Pro. It's got GPS. I gave it a carbon fiber look to it. I wish I could get it in the sun or something. You could see it has a kind of a carbon fiber finish to it. It's not half bad, really. And the thing flies awesome. Come back and land on a dime all by itself, just at the push of a button. So I can put it up there, get my gimbal. I've got a gimbal I can put down in the bottom of there, and I'll probably take that camera up there and put down there, and I can hook it up and get my FPV and steer it with the gimbal, and maybe get some flight footage of the planes flying around. Especially if I'm not flying one, right? So let's see what we got hiding down here. Nothing really. Yeah, I thought I had a little Hubson down here too. A little Hubson box. Alright, let's go to a better lit room. Over here we can see got the F-15, 64 millimeter, the one that I crashed this season. You can't tell. It is a new fuselage, I have to admit. At first, I cut the one in half, and I did such a good job, I almost cut the new fuselage in half and just stuck them together. It would have been perfect. But I figured out, what the hell. You know, I had to get the cone anyway. I might as well just do the whole thing, put the cone on there, and call it done. So I did it that way. Here we've got the F-18 free wing 64. This is a high performance 4-cell. They both are. And not originally. I mean, I bought them. They didn't have the high performance yet. I made them high performance. And again, about a month later, 2 months later, Motion came out and high performanced them. Or FMS in that case, and the other one. And then here's Motion's F-16 version 2. I've got that one modified with a Dr. Mad Thrust all-metal motor with an 8-blade, all metal. I mean, this thing screams. This thing goes about 130 miles an hour. Let's see if I can get that tail shot there for Fireblade. Anyway. And here we've got the version 1 of the same plane. Dave, you recognize this one. Yeah. Maybe Kyle's next plane after he trashes his. You can have this one. Got our intruder, 80 millimeter. Got the Warthog Twin 64. Back tucked away there, we've got the LX F-22 Raptor. I did fix the motors on them. In fact, I put 6 blades on both of them instead of the 5 blades. One of them blew out. Well, I repaired that, so I put a pair of Freewing 6 blades on them. So we'll give those a try. I'm probably going to get a set of chains on 10 blades. Back here we've got the Zero Mitsubishi A6M Zero. I believe that's made by FMS. Got the Flightline Spitfire back here, the 1.2. Got the Freewing Dauntless, now been discontinued, right in front here. Got the e-flite, just picked this one up. She's a maiden, I haven't flown her yet. Texan, A6 Texan, AT6 Texan. And I've got my Bearcat, Dave, from Flightline RC. And she's a sweet ride. Once you get her tamed down and figure out where to put the damn battery and what size to put in this thing, she flies like a Cadillac. A quick Cadillac, but nonetheless. Up tucked behind here, we've got the Trojan Silver Edition from FMS, 1400 millimeter. Another Raptor, 64. Got the Venom, 90 millimeter. Got some work yet to do on that one. I got a prop for it today. And got the Vampire Hobby King. It was a vampire. I made it look like the Venom best I could. Even put the things on the ends of the wings and put the stickers on there the same as the other one. Couldn't get rid of the yellow though. But I've even got it lit up similarly. In front of us here, we have the YF-23 prototype. This is the Gray Ghost. Only 2 of them in existence, real ones. They're both in museums. Lost against the F-22 Raptor. You guys know your history. Up above, one of my babies here is the F-4 Phantom Freewing. One of the biggest reasons I got this plane, guys, was because I grew up in a area of Glenview, Illinois, right next to a naval base. These things flew overhead constantly, making sonic booms, breaking windows. I mean, kind of hard to forget that kind of shit. So, yeah, had to have one of those. I think that's all the planes in this room. The other ones are back in here. Not exactly set up for this, guys. This is an impromptu. To see how this turns out. This isn't going to be good. I have horrible lighting back here. See what I got here. Oh, improvisation here. Okay, the icon, the crashed icon, back together again. We've got the Carbon Z Cub, got the E-flite Cherokee, got the Timber. Started this one here, crashed it a million times. Shot it out of a tree a couple times with a paintball gun to get it down. And that is the FMS Dragonfly. That one there started the whole channel. When the guy came around and kicked me out of the place where I was flying, told me I couldn't fly there. What a jerk. And I was flying that plane at the time. And up there I've got the flight test version Radian with all the LEDs and stuff. Down here I've got the Corvallis, the Cirrus look-alike. Corvallis, just recently rebuilt. Right next to it, the original Seagull from Freewing. It comes with an adapter. You can put a motor on the back and make it a pusher glider or use it for an EDF. And behind it, I have the Zephyr, the Hobby King Zephyr 70mm jet glider. Thing is a rocket sled. Talk about it. It's more like a hotliner. Flies like a hotliner. And then a set of floats for a couple different planes, for the Carbon Z and for the Timber. What didn't I show you? Oh, I did not show you what else I had in the bedroom. Sorry about that. One last stash. Sorry, kids, gotta bother you one more time. Yep. Getting dirty looks. One last stash here. We do the Carbon Z Cessna. Hangs right nice. And my Warthog sets right nice right there. Both sets of wings right next to each other. Set of floats for the Maul. The Maul that I've got over there is actually going to hang right next to the Carbon Z Cessna. I'm just going to get some quick release thumb bolts for the wings, so I can take it apart real easy. Excuse me, my voice is getting all harsh. Anyway, we're getting this one about ready to go. As soon as the weather breaks, I want to get her out and get her maiden. So all my work on her is done. Already has kind of a whistle to it with the centerfire afterburner in it. So anyway, guys, this has been Skip. Thanks, it's been real, and have a great week. Catch you this weekend. Bye for now. Oh, the Turbo Timber. Yeah, no, I've got room for one or two more planes. I like the Turbo X. I really liked how beefy that was. That Turbo X was really quite beefy. I have to admit, I really kind of like that one. So this is a live stream. Oh, geez, need a haircut, need a shave. Should have brushed my teeth. Anyway, we've been thinking about the upcoming. Yeah, yep. I'm thinking about that Turbo Timber, but I'm thinking I've already got a Timber, and I've already kind of beefed it up a little bit with the APC prop. Really woke that plane up, guys. Just putting that APC prop on the extra little bit of a pitch to it really woke that plane up. Gosh, I look terrible. I don't know if I want to do this anymore. Well, I got a nice shop going on. Thanks, Fireblade. Appreciate it, man. Night, Dave. Love you too, bud. That's awesome. How you keep getting the thing to flash up, or does it just do it when it wants to? I don't know. Oh, here we go. See, I think it just does it when it wants to. Dave, you know about this stuff. You'll have to explain this shit to me. Excuse my French. You'll have to explain this stuff to me tomorrow, or one night, one morning, wherever our coffee chat. But that's what I was thinking about calling this, guys. Doing this like once a week and just doing a RC coffee chat. We'll do it like in the mornings or something like that. Have our coffee, you know, shake and bake, whatever it takes for us, and you know, do some RC. Get ourselves pumped for the day. All right. This has been Skip. It's been real, and you guys dig yourselves. And remember, wherever you are, there you go. Ciao.